there's a lot of information out there around personal growth and healing and personal development and self-awareness and soul work, and I'm going to show you some more. Why would I want to do that? Because I want to show you something a little bit different, and I want to do it in a fun way. So much of what's out there I find is a little bit heavy or dark, and it feels like healing is not accessible, and I want to show you something different. I'm Tracy from Nature's Heart. I help women embrace midlife with joy through self-care practices inspired by nature and the magic of aromatherapy. So I want to introduce something new, and it's one of those things that, well, maybe nobody cares, but I feel like so much of what I have worked through myself has value for others. So that's why I'm here. So Friday in the Soul Garden, Friday fun in the Soul Garden. Why do we care? I want to show you some different ways to approach healing and personal growth, and I want to do it in a fun, lighthearted way. Those of you who've been following me for a while on Aroma Fairy on Instagram or on my newsletter through Nature's Heart, you'll know that I'm big on finding ways to access healing in easy ways. I'm not into, there's so many of these programs, like buy this $1,000 program. I want things that are simple and easy, because for me, if it's not simple and easy, I'm not going to do it. And when I say easy, yeah, healing isn't always easy, but it doesn't always have to be a big, heavy slog either. So I want to help you find that balance. And that's actually what I'm all about at Nature's Heart. That's what I want to do, is help women find balance and heal and come back to their true selves. Because what happens, especially when we get to midlife, is we forget who we are. We've been spending so much of our life trying to fit into what other people expect us to be, being the best mom, being the best in our career, being the best wife, and somewhere along the way we can lose ourselves. I know that happened to me. And very often we get a wake-up call that is not the most pleasant, and I'm not the only one that's experienced health challenges, because really we're following a path that we're not meant to be following, and sometimes our physical body is the one that gives us that wake-up call. So, Friday fun in the Soul Garden. What's it all about? Well, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about what the Soul Garden is. For me, the Soul Garden is a concept that I came up with because I love gardens. It's simple, right? I love gardens. And it occurred to me that healing is very much like a garden. We think about it, we plant seeds, metaphorically, just the way that we do in our physical garden. And we experience this growth, this blossoming, and then, the cycle finishes and we look at, okay, what worked, what didn't work, and we start again. So these cycles that we find in nature are repeated within us, in our own psyche, in our own soul. So the Soul Garden for me is our center. It's really where our soul lives. And if we can connect with that deeper level of ourself, we can find our true self, and we can find ways that we can come back to healing and remember who we really are. So the Soul Garden holds our stories. It's that center of mystery and the stories of our journey. And as I said, I believe that our inner nature is reflected in the outer nature around us. So how we experience outside nature is often a reflection of what's going on inside our soul. So if we look after ourselves inside, then we can show up better in the world. We can be more true to who we are. We can be better workers if we work outside of the home, or even for ourselves. We can, pretty much everything we do, we can be better with our family. We can be better to ourselves. And really, that's what it's all about, showing ourselves that love. There's so many possibilities. And I really believe that it's all within us. We just sometimes need a little bit of help finding it. So that's where I come in. So one of the things that I want to do is share this every couple of weeks is my goal. And I want these to be fun and informal. So you'll see me mess up. You'll see my hair looking maybe like it is today, maybe not. Sometimes we'll be outside because I really want to help us find ways that we can do healing work in a fun, lighthearted way. So these are going to be casual. It's the kind of thing I would really like to imagine us sitting down with a cup of tea and just chatting. And you can see me holding lavender. Yes, I'm going to talk a lot about aromatic plants. This is dried lavender because it's not blooming yet. I'm going to talk a lot about essential oils, but in a different way. I want to show you how to work with essential oils as healing allies, not as commodities. So this is a little bit different. I'm going to show you a way to smell that involves our whole body, actually our whole psyche. So physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I also want to talk a lot about the importance of personal ritual, including journaling, and why this is such an important tool. And personal ritual, so creating morning rituals, for example, evening rituals, rituals for anything, because ritual is how we talk to our unconscious, and our unconscious needs to know that we're listening. So ritual is a really important way that we can connect with that. So all of these are self-care practices, right? So we're going to come back to taking care of ourselves, and everything will be inspired by nature, because nature's heart, yeah. So a little bit about me. I am a registered aromatherapist, and I have done a lot of other trainings, and those, while I don't practice them directly, they do inform what I do. But my training is primarily in aromatherapy. My background is in adult education, and so on a personal note, being totally selfish, really getting in front of the camera is my way of doing what I feel is my purpose, which is sharing information and facilitating conversations, teaching. So here I am. All right, so if you are on YouTube and you're watching this here, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. You may also want to find your way to my website, naturesheart.ca, and there you can sign up for a newsletter, because the newsletter is how I'll be notifying you of upcoming ideas, and you'll also have a chance to give me some input. What is it that you'd like to talk about? If you're finding me through Instagram, then please follow Aroma Fairy, and same thing, click on the link in my profile and find your way to the newsletter and sign up for that. And that way you'll know when these episodes are coming up. As I said, my goal is bi-weekly. We'll see how that goes. And drop me a comment if there's anything that you would like to see me talk about, anything that you're really excited about hearing about, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the Soul Garden.